Have you ever felt like you were holding on to something so tightly, a rope, a memory, a person, that your knuckles turned white and your hands started to bleed? I've been there. For the longest time, I thought that letting go was a sign of weakness, of giving up. I held on with everything I had, believing that the pain of holding on was better than the emptiness of letting go. But slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, my grip started to loosen. It wasn't a sudden drop, but a gradual release, strand by strand, until the rope simply slipped through my fingers. And in that moment, looking back one last time, I didn't say goodbye in anger or regret. I just whispered, "Farewell." I remember this one relationship. It wasn't a dramatic, explosive ending. It was more like a door closing softly, so quietly you could almost miss the click of the latch. One day I was standing in my apartment, and the silence was deafening. I was alone. But instead of the panic I expected, a strange, shocking sense of peace washed over me. It was the first time in years I hadn't been waiting for a text, a call, or an apology. I was just me, standing in my own space, breathing my own air. To reconnect with that feeling, I started walking in nature. I'd find a quiet spot by a creek, take a deep breath of that crisp, earthy air, and it felt like my mind was clearing for the first time. The constant fog of anxiety and overthinking began to lift. I started this little ritual. I'd pick up a small rock, hold it in my hand, and pour all my worries, my resentments, my what-ifs into it. Then I'd toss it into the water and watch the ripples spread. As the rock sank, I felt the weight lift from my chest. It was a physical release of an emotional burden. That evening, I opened my journal and wrote down 5 simple words. I choose peace. It wasn't just a phrase, it became my mantra, my guiding star. The next morning, I woke up and noticed how the sunlight was creeping into my room, warming the cold corners that had felt so empty before. It felt like the universe was giving me a gentle nod of approval. Fueled by this newfound clarity, I did something I had been dreading for months. I opened my phone, went to our old messages, and without rereading a single one, I hit delete. My finger hovered over the button for a second, and then, click. It was gone. A wave of pure freedom washed over me. A few minutes later, I caught my reflection in the mirror, and I was smiling. A real, genuine smile, just for myself. It wasn't for a photo, it wasn't for anyone else. It was the smile of someone rediscovering their own confidence. It's like opening a window after a long winter and letting that fresh breeze rush in, clearing out all the stale air. You start to notice the little things again. The flowers that are starting to bloom outside, vibrant and full of life, reminding you that growth is always possible. When I walk now, my footsteps feel lighter on the grass, as if I'm not carrying the weight of the world anymore. The other day, I found myself instinctively wrapping my arms around myself in a hug. It might sound silly, but it was a profound moment of acknowledging my own self-worth. I realized I didn't need someone else to make me feel whole. I am enough, right here, right now. As the sun set that evening, painting the sky in shades of gold and rose, I felt a deep, settled peace that I hadn't felt in years. It wasn't a loud, celebratory feeling. It was quiet, it was steady, and it was all mine. Letting go wasn't giving up. It was choosing myself. It was saving my own peace. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with me. Tell me in the comments, what would you release today if you trusted peace more than fear? This is Legacy Alive, where letting go brings you home. Thank you for choosing what your heart deserves. Peace isn't lost. It's waiting. If this story resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more conversations about finding our way back to ourselves. See you in the next one.